Hoi hoi folks, good morning, good afternoon and good evening wherever you are in the world. My name's Sean, aka Uncle Frogface. This is Tinkerbell and welcome to today's video. Yes, it is that time of the month again. It is ScrawlrBox time. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. You'll be familiar with this if you're not new. So yeah, each month we open a ScrawlrBox, and for those of you that don't know, ScrawlrBox is a monthly art subscription box. It comes with a set of art supplies that are curated by an individual artist or designer. Each month, all supplies go together, a total more than the cost of the box, which I think now, sorry, Tinkerbell's just about to jump off the desk. There she goes. I think it's about £16.50 now. Recently had a small price increase, equivalent where you are around the world. If you haven't had ScrawlrBox and you'd like to try it for yourself, as always, I'm not sponsored, not affiliated, but I do have a discount link down below, which, yeah, just have a look in the comments. You'll find it. Okay, I actually had a message from one of my friends. So Zoe Hart said that I will like this box. So if I don't, I'm coming for you, Zoe. Let's turn the cameras around, crack this open, and see exactly what we've got this month. Okay guys, here we are. Let's crack this open. Nearly got it. Tinkerbell will run as soon as I throw this box on the floor, I can guarantee it. Okay, so, right. So I can see we've got pencils and something else. It's all kind of come undone. Oh no. Right. In ScrawlrBox we get a sweet each month. I mean, apart from the fact that this one has burst through its wrapper, I'm really not a fan of blackjacks. If it had been fruit salad, I would have loved it, but not blackjacks. Andrew will definitely get this. My husband will get that because no way I'm eating this. Goodbye. Okay, we've got. We've got our paper for this month as well. Looking all very grey, all very fallen off the side. All very graphitey, and also I can see a couple of pencils. I'm gonna leave this to the side. This is our featured piece of artwork. Very, very nice landscape. Very nice, and this is from Robert Dutton. And you can see Instagram and website just here. I'll leave that there for a second if you want to have a little read. From North Yorkshire, so not 1,000 miles away from me. It's fair distance. So I've actually driven through Yorkshire recently, and through hills like this that were terrifying at the speeds they expect you to drive. Okay, let's pop all of this aside and open up our semi-surprise package. Okay, so our ScrawlrBox prompt this month is dramatic landscape. So that'll be our next video. We'll be using these for a dramatic landscape. I'm not going to look at the menu. And then we have, okay, so we have a tortillon, or a blending stump. Russell, Tinkerbell, you can play with that. Right, so I'm guessing this is this is a tailor's chalk. So I actually have these, but not. Sorry, I'm going to get some tissue and wipe the blackjack off the side of this. It's a shame that it's cracked, but I actually use tailor's chalk for tailoring for sewing. So I do actually have tailor's chalk, something I'm very familiar with. We also have a tortillon. We have a Pitt Graphite Matte Pencil, 14B, very soft, and 6B, so half as soft. And this is a Faber-Castell Goldfarber in white. And then we have this, so Derwent charcoal blocks. So this actually has saved me a trip to the shop. So thank you, ScrawlrBox, because I'm going to be taking on some pet portrait commissions. I shouldn't probably have ripped through that. One charcoal block, one graphite block. Okay. Soft, medium, hard. I think it's one of each. Yeah, I'm going to be taking on some pet portrait commissions, and I needed some charcoal. So we have here charcoals in light, medium, dark, and graphite in light, medium, dark. I quite like sticks, but I've not used these since I was at school, which was 20 years ago. I mean, let's not beat around the bush. I'm old, and it was a long time ago. But I think we should have a look at our menu, have a look through the Zine, which is one of my, something I really love going through, see what paper we've got as well, and then swatch things out. So, different charcoal and graphite blocks, chunky sticks made with perfected blend of charcoal or graphite. Might need some gloves or something for this. Faber-Castell Pitt Graphite Matte Pencils. Revolution for graphite drawing, especially developed to reduce light reflections on paper and for a perfect matte finish. So you'll know with graphite, so for instance when we had the Graphitint paints, and the main selling thing of that was that it had that shine, that graphite-ness to it. So this is going against that. It's matte, it doesn't have that at all. Taylor's chalk, familiar shapes, arch chalk block. Yeah, I mean, it's true. It's a chalk, and it's used for drawing on fabrics, and you can use it for art as well. I've just never really considered it. White coloured pencil, gold fibre coloured pencils created with high quality materials, provide maximum break resistance. Good. I hate it when pencils break. And the blending stamp tortillon, paper stamp handy tool for blending and smudging dusty media like charcoals. Obviously you don't need to use your fingers and get mucky fingers. And then our medium to draw on, new denim coloured paper that's natural shade of mineral blue grey and great mid-tone starting point. So I do, when I do digital art, I always have a toned background on different colours. I have done blue before. This, very nice, very thick, semi-textured, 250 grams, 115 pounds, which is the weight of the paper, not in like weight, but how thick it is, and that's a nice thickness. And we have 10 sheets, so a good amount to practice on. Okay, let's have a quick look at the ScrawlrZine. So these are the supplies that we've got, a little bit of information about those. Our sticker, where's the sticker? Oh, ScrawlrBox. What happened? I don't have my sticker. Let me just double check in the box, make sure it hasn't fallen out. No. So, for the first time ever, ScrawlrBox, my sticker is missing, and instead all I got was a disgusting blackjack. Oh well, that's a shame. I've been making a nice little collection of those. That would have been nice for the old collection. Yes, hello Tinkerbell. So we've got a little interview with our artist, things to try, notes from the artist as well, Scrawler Gallery. So these are the Marabou inks that we had a while back, so from July. Yeah, they were interesting, and then a bit of history on black and white, and also like chiaroscuro and stuff, and behind the artwork. Very nice. Okay, I'm going to stop briefly, let Tinkerbell out of the office because she wants to go and have a drink or a scratch or just to annoy Andrew. Come back and we'll swatch these all out. Okay, so I'm going to roll my sleeves up, I think, because these are materials that can be very messy, and this is a work shirt, and I'll be scrubbing charcoal out of the sleeves. So roll these up a little bit. You'll see my lizard that needs redoing. Right. So one of my charcoals has broken, but that is the nature of the material. They do break. It's just what happens. I think I'm already getting dirt on my hands. I think I'm going to start with the pencils first. So let's go with the 6B. So I've used 6B before, so this is a known quantity. Ooh, that is very matte. I mean, I've got a couple of lights on here, and I'm not sure if you can see. Let me really scribble out. There's hardly any shine on that. That is, yeah, that is very matte. A bit harder than I expected, actually, for a 6B. Oh no, now it's drawing. Now we've kind of broken the seal. It's going down much darker. Huh. You can still get very light with it as well. Like a lot. I'm going to try the 14B now. So again, I'm going to go just around the edge, break that seal. Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, you can see the kind of powderiness coming off of this. Okay. Yeah, much softer. Let's just check the sheen. No, very matte. Got our white pencil. So this is the benefit of having toned paper. Ah, there we go. That is a very nice white. A little bit of powderiness coming off. How do these mix with each other? Oh, you can blend them together. That's nice. Get a nice grey. We come back in with this. Very nice. Okay, so we have our tortillon. We'll see whether this blends out these pencils. It should do. And yes, it does. Even at the hardness of these, I expect it to blend a little. Ah, there we go. That one's blending more. Does the white blend? I might turn around and use the other one for this. Not really. A little bit. What about this where we've got the grey and the white? Yeah, that kind of blends. I actually have here somewhere a sanding block cleaning tortillons. I mean, it's for pencils and all sorts. So just give this a quick wipe over and nice and fresh again. So I'll definitely be using that, even though it didn't come with the ScrawlrBox. And I know my own rules. I only use what's in the boxes, but I'm making an exception for this. Okay, let's start with the light. So this is the light graphite. Oh, that's a nice chunky line. Look at that. Very chalky. Like. The medium, what is next to it. That goes down much easier. It's much smoother. And then finally the hard. Much more texture with this. So interesting, the soft is quite kind of powdery, chalky. The medium for me has the best kind of coverage, and then the hard one, gets more of a bit of a texture. And again, I'm gonna blow this to the side 1 second. Okay, graphite all up the wall now. Let's just use our little blending stump. You can just see how much smoother that is from the left where we've just used the pencil or the stick to the right where we've blended that in. Really nice and smooth. And it's going to be the same on all of them, I'm guessing. It kind of pushed the graphite around on the page and fill in areas. And there we go, and actually on this blue background, very, very nice. So you can see these are catching the light a little bit when they've been blended. Interestingly, not when they're just straight down, but when they're blended, they do reflect the light a little bit, so we lose a little bit of that matte effect. Let's break up this with a bit of Taylor's chalk. So yes, my Taylor's chalk is broken. No, that shouldn't affect its use. I'll just take this piece here. Oh, little bits of plastic. So the good thing with Taylor's chalk is you can get a nice straight line by holding it down and running across. So very good for kind of horizons and things. Nice curve with the end, but there's a downside with Taylor's chalk. They can be a bit fragile. You just have to be careful. But that straight line aspect is something I'm very interested in. Very nice. So tailor's chalk as well. It's not like standard chalk. It can be a little bit waxy. It's not just chalk. So you can see, look at my fingers now. I have slightly white fingers. And the chalk is no longer white because of the graphite on my fingers. So definitely one to keep an eye on and keep clean as you go. Let me just clean my fingers off a little bit. So we've been blending with Tortillion, and I will come in afterwards. I'll just clean this up quickly and see what it's like blending just with fingers, because even though we've got this tool, it doesn't mean we want to use it all the time. Fingers are just as good, if not better sometimes, depending on what you're using it for. So charcoal, light, so we do the same thing. Look how powdery that is. So I have friends who use charcoal, and they'll get a block like this. They'll get a stick, and they will just completely smash it up into powder, and use the powder in like a little pouch and dot on a canvas or on a page. A little bit darker on this one, nice. And then finally we'll do the hard half because it's broken. Oh, that's much darker. That's more like willow charcoal. This black finger. Charcoal is not a clean medium at all. Let's take this white pencil over the top of some of these. Yeah, so you can see it does go over. There is a difference between being just on the page and then being on the graphite. And we'll test that same on the charcoal as well. I think it shows up a little bit nicer on the charcoal. What about the darkest charcoal? Yeah, it does pick up a little bit, but cleans off nicely. Just understand why they've done the blackjack suite. Black and white wrapper, black suite. It's a black and white box. Yes, very good. So I'm actually really happy with these supplies. Zoe, you're right, this is really up my alley. It's landscapes as well, which I'm kind of is my comfortable area, so I'm going to think about what I'm going to do with that. Don't think I've done something this small with charcoals before, kind of A5. I've usually worked much bigger, although it has been a very long time since I've used charcoal, so maybe this will be a good thing. Look how dirty my desk is. I'm so thankful for this silicone mat because it is a lifesaver. Right, I'm going to pack all of these away. So that's this month's ScrawlrBox all unboxed, and yes, I have lovely dirty fingers now. I'm going to be much messier when we actually use these supplies to create something for the prompt. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do, and click that notification bell so you don't miss a video in the future, and then you won't miss what we do with these lovely supplies. ScrawlrBox, thank you very much for this month's box. I've really enjoyed it. I'm missing that sticker, so yes, that's a thing. But anyway, really hope you've enjoyed today's video, and as always, until next time, goodbye.